landed on lobsters.
Yeah, lobster. It's the first like summer topic that we had, and it was just lobster. And I think it was because Jenna was obsessed with a lobster phone of some sort.
Lobster hotline.
Yeah.
Lobster hotline.
Yeah, legal seafood.
Legal seafood. So it's
Oh, gotcha.
I forget I think it was like a full lobster was like the phone. And so you call into it and you say like what you would do for a lobster roll. And then they pick like who said the craziest
for like a
thing.
giveaway thing?
Yeah, you get a free lobster
that's cool,
roll.
I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't do lobster?
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know what? I don't think I would eat lobster anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
Says the
not for
person who
everybody.
hasn't eaten lobster.
Well, no. So I just remember like growing up, my brother would always like take before like they boiled the lobsters, he would like take them, put them on the floor, pretend he was chasing me. So maybe there's like
No, you're not allergic to them at all. You're just traumatized
I'm
by
just
them.
traumatized
Yeah,
by
exactly.
the claws.
It's more of a brother allergy than a shellfish allergy.
Yeah, I don't think I liked. Oh, actually, no. When I was a kid, I like could take it or leave it. You know, I wasn't particularly enchanted by lobster or crab or anything. And then as I got older, I started to really like it. And it's funny. I think it's like some of the only seafood that I really like. I mean, I like fish and I like shellfish. And I don't particularly like, I guess, what would you call it? Like mollusk. I don't like, no, that would be snail.
Oh, like a clam.
Like a clam or an oyster. I like fried clam.
bivalve.
I like calamari.
Bivalve, that's good. Calamari. But like, yeah, I never liked raw, like oysters.
So
or...
are you like not a bucket shuck kind of guy?
No, and I when I say don't like, I don't mean I won't eat it.
Yeah.
I like if I'm out somewhere and somebody orders a bunch for the table, I'll have one or two. But I'm really just like mignonette and hot sauce and basically just taking them down in one shot. So it's like I'm not really like eating it. I like whole belly clams.
Oh, I love whole belly clams. So
Just
good.
the undigested
So
food
weird,
of a
but
clam.
so good. And not every place has the whole bellies. A lot of times they just have the clam strips.
Yeah, so I'll do clam strips because it's really just like crispy fried whatever at that point.
I don't
Rubber
even
band.
know. I don't know. Like what?
No, I like it.
Anything.
It's
in
heavy
regards to
though.
that.
It's like, it's something like I'll split with somebody because a whole order yourself is just
whole bellies. Yeah.
huge. And so, it's fried and it's heavy and like you need something else like for dinner. It's just like a lot to be eaten.
Yeah,
all
I
those
like
little bellies.
crab and lobster and shrimp. Love shrimp. I had a friend who was allergic to shellfish, and every time we do a banquet, I would just get his shrimp.
Yeah.
I would always sit next to him and go,
Hibachi.
I'll be taking those. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But lobster, considering where we live, not eating lobster is wild. I know you can't, but...
Hey, I get it.
What can I
Yeah.
say?
Because you know me, not liking cheese. So imagine like Jenna and I go out for dinner.
Well, she can get a grilled cheese. You can get a lobster. Call it
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can swap from each other's plates.
The sponsor for today's episode is Rhode Island Energy, and they can help you save money, including 50 to 100% off approved insulation and 100% off air sealing. And it all starts with a no-cost home energy assessment. Schedule yours today at rienergy.com/save-at-home. That's rienergy.com/save-at-home. And now, back to the show. I mean, like around here, it is funny though. You go to other parts of the country and they'll be like, you'll go there and they're like, oh, fresh Maine lobster. And you're in like South Carolina. I'm like, how fresh is it though?
I know.
Yeah, like
Like ours could have just been refrigerated and brought down on a truck and it's actually literally fresh. I mean, it's probably frozen. It's fine. But like, and lobster from like other parts of the country are just, it's not nearly as good.
No, it's true.
We have, and granted Rhode Island gets its own lobsters too, but we're right in the heart of seafood country up here. So
In the heart of seafood country.
and it's a very Rhode Island thing. I mean, you go anywhere and there's like whatever lobster Crocs and like lobster sandals and
Lobster ice cream.
is there?
Yeah, what do we think about that? I just
What-
saw Patty J eating some on her Instagram.
I don't want to pass judgment without eating it. I mean, it doesn't sound great, but like,
I know.
I don't know. I've had plenty of things that I thought were going to be terrible and were great. So.
It sounds like more of like a thing that you try just because it exists.
Yeah.
But like, it wouldn't be like, sure could go for a lobster
Yeah, on a
hot fudge
hot day.
sundae.
You know what's really gonna cool me off?
Yeah. Exactly.
I feel like it would be one of those things that would like, you go to like a fine dining restaurant or something, and they'll have like their dessert, or it's not even dessert, it's like before dessert, and it's like a
Little
something they
amuse-bouche.
turned into ice cream that's like with other savory things. Like,
Yes.
I feel like that's how that would be served, with like something else that's also savory.
Mm.
Because lobster has a sweetness to it,
It
but not
does.
like ice
does?
cream
Oh.
sweetness.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not like it's not fishy or anything. It's
Yeah, it's very
lobster.
mild. It's really like what it's mixed with that adds like a lot of that brings the flavor out, whether it's like, like the drawn butter or the mayonnaise.
Which one do you like more?
I like them each in their own way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it would be what do they call it? It's a Connecticut lobster roll and a New England lobster roll.
Yeah.
Connecticut's the hot with butter.
Which I don't understand, because if you guys know me, which you do, I have all kind of weird relationship with dairy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't often like butter. But if I have a lobster, it has to have the drawn butter.
When you say you don't like butter, do you just mean you don't like adding a bunch of butter to something? Or
Like if
butter
something
on
tastes
toast or
too
something?
buttery, I don't like it.
Because like the key, the dirty secret, not so secret of all restaurants is the food tastes really good because it's covered in butter and salt.
I know. It's like if I don't see it,
Oh.
I'm
Tons of butter and stuff. Like when they're like, oh, there's some butter in it. There's a lot of butter.
If
You're
I don't
eating
see
7
it-
sticks.
if I don't really see it, I'm usually better with it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those kind of things.
Yeah, I use butter as a base for a lot of stuff, either butter or olive oil, like if I'm cooking in a pan
Yeah,
or
I'm
something.
all about the olive oil.
Yeah.
Right now it's in my hair.
Yeah, Elise is all about the olive oil.
It's like my at work treatment right now.
It is kind of a fun. Lobster's a funny thing too, though, because it's like it's almost universally loved. Not everybody loves
It's like
it.
a
Not everybody can eat
giant
it.
sea ant. Is how
Well,
I
it was
look at
also
it.
Or
like-
cockroach.
yeah.
It's like Barbie's cockroach.
Yeah, and they're bottom feeders, and like
Yeah.
they used to be fed to like prisoners.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
like low people food.
I don't know when that switched.
I used to know this. It's probably somewhere in the recesses of my brain
It
that I
is.
can't dig out at the moment. but-
It'll come to you at like 2 a.m.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll call one of you.
Yes.
Like, hey, you up?
Here's
I
a
gotta
picture
tell
of
you
my
about
chicken
lobsters.
and
Gotta tell you something about lobsters. But yeah, I mean, it's like almost universally loved, especially in this area. And it's like one of those things that I feel like most lobster rolls. I mean, I've had a bad lobster roll. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But even if it's bad, it's just fine. Like so. There's always the fight, like, oh, who has the best lobster roll? Oh, they have a really good lobster roll. In my opinion, that's like, how much lobster are they putting on it?
well,
To me, that's like
it's
somebody's
the
like they have a good
mix.
lobster roll. They also mean like there's a bunch of lobster there.
well, there's one place in Rhode Island. I won't say their name. They are like, people love their lobster rolls.
Mhm.
So I went. This thing is giant.
Uh,
So much lobster, but it's plain. You go to the counter and you either get packets of mayonnaise or packets of lemon juice, and I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like it's just bread with non-dressed lobster on it?
Correct. And I was sort of like, I don't understand.
That's not a lobster roll. That's lobster that happens to be on a roll.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I think it's all like, what's it mixed with? Like,
yeah.
Coast Guard House, delicious. It's got fresh herbs, a little bit of mayonnaise, some lemon. That was like on the perfect roll. I like a nice toasted, like top split.
Yeah, I feel like the bread has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all part of it. So, but yeah, I didn't understand what was happening with that lobster roll.
I don't know. I just have like so many questions about lobsters. Like, do you guys eat the brains?
No, I don't. I have like
How
as
big
a
is
gag,
the brain?
and you would kind of just mix it up with the rest of the stuff.
Is
in
that
the
the
head.
like tamale stuff?
Yeah, that's what they usually call it. It's like tamale. Or,
Is
Yeah.
it the green stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's like-
usually I love if you get a menu like on the Cape and it has all the different like diagram of the lobster.
yeah.
which
Yeah,
I love.
I have done it just to like, I don't know, gross somebody out, but like, it doesn't really taste like, it just tastes like really seafoody.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to
really
eat that
fishy.
either. It's all about like what's in the tail, right?
Yeah, the tail, the legs, the claws.
But
What
like
about the
I'm
eyes?
not great about like taking the time to like suck all the meat out of the little things.
Oh my Christmas Eve, my family would do that. I'm like, This is taking forever. I'm over here with like 2 meatballs, a chicken cutlet.
Yeah, I mean that's even worse with like crab, like when they
Feast
do
of the one fish.
Yeah.
like the Maryland crabs, the little ones.
Yeah.
And like you spend more time breaking them up than there is food in them. I mean, it's like an activity.
Yeah.
More than like just dinner.
It's a workout.
Yeah, for sure. Burning some calories,
eating a
taking in some
pomegranate.
calories. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The like lobster to me, the tail is good. The tails and claws.
Yeah.
Like when you get most lobster rolls you get it's CK, like it's prepackaged. It's claws and knuckles, is what you get.
CK.
It just comes in a bag.
Is
It's
that the
already
industry
already
term?
portioned out. There's very
I know.
yeah.
I'm
When you
like,
buy
oh,
it, it's
just
called
the
it's like
knuckles.
you get CK by like the pound or whatever, and
Huh.
it's like prepackaged. Usually it is like decent lobster, but yeah, if you're getting like a lobster mac and cheese or something like that, there's
Yeah.
nobody back there
CK.
cracking up on a lobster.
Just some CK,
Yeah,
you know.
some
That's it.
CK.
Claws and knuckles. CK.
Claws and knuckles.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, and then there's some blue lobsters.
Yeah.
Why are
Yeah,
they
rare blue lobsters. They had one at the Audubon aquarium in Bristol for years and years. It was like, come see the rare blue lobster.
Yeah, it's like, what's up with that? What happened to you? Why
Yeah,
are you
what
blue?
happened to him?
There's a
He's
dude,
sad.
I can't remember his name. There's a guy that's on like social media that does, he's like a little lobster trapper, whatever, fisherman. And there's a lot more to like that's very well guarded resource as far as like how big the carapace has to be in order for you to like keep
What-
it, if
what
they're
is
too
that?
big or too small. Like
This guy and his
A
jargon.
car- a
you know, it's
carapace?
like the tail, the head, and there's a center section. That's like one big section in the middle. That's the carapace. So you measure how large that is.
Wow.
I believe. I could be wrong. I think with
Nerd
crabs,
alert.
it's-
I didn't even know that was ever a word.
and then there's
I know.
crabs like in other areas where like you take one claw. So like you pull them, you take one claw, they regrow that claw. So like you don't kill the crab, you just take the claw.
Oh.
Like there's a bunch of stuff like that where they do a good job of like maintaining the resource without damaging
Wow,
it. If
that's
you pull
kinda
them and they have a
freaky.
bunch of eggs on them, you just put them back. And also the fines are crazy.
I'm getting
high.
afraid about marine life.
The ocean
It kind of freaks me out. Ocean is a
scares
freak
me
scene.
like no other.
No thanks.
Well, what's I know this is like a totally different side of that, but like what freaks me about seafood in general is like the like trawling of seafood, where they just like throw a net and whatever they catch, and then they just throw back all the dead stuff. And like that's why the stuff with like lobsters and crabs is great, because like they maintain the resource really well, and like everything else they just kill everything, which sucks. Like, and we're destroying the ocean so we can eat
But-
sushi.
It's so deep.
It is very deep. Yeah, anybody
it scares me.
that doesn't have any
Same.
fear of the ocean is kind of psychotic. It's
Who
so
does
deep.
or doesn't?
No, people that don't.
Okay, I'm like,
Yeah,
It's
it's like a
psychotic.
whole weird universe down there.
Yeah. Or have you ever gone like out like on somebody's boat like into deep ocean and jumped in?
yeah, when I was younger
Scary.
and didn't have a care in the world, I used to do it all the
You
time.
look over, you
When
can't
you
see
were
more than
young
like a foot.
invincible.
Oh, so this will be the story I leave on. So when I went to Jamaica for my buddy's wedding, we did one of those glass bottom boat tours. We were talking about the guy that was driving the boat, Jamaican guy. I was talking to him. And I was like, oh, the water's so clear here. It's crazy. I was like, do you guys have sharks? He's like, no, we don't have any sharks really. He's like, you might get a random one here and there, but they're like the more friendly species of shark. He's like, well, where are you from? And we told him New England. He's like, oh, do you guys have sharks? I was like, oh, yeah, we have the great whites. That's where they live. And he's like, great white sharks? And I was like, yeah. He's like, those are terrifying. I was like, yeah, and you see how you can see in the water here? I was like, you can't see 6 inches in front of your face. He's like, and there's great whites and you swim in it? I was like, yeah, we do. And nobody even really seems to care.
Wow.
It's
Tell
just
me
like-
that he said, and you swim in there, Mon?
I was doing everything I could not to do an accent during that.
Okay, I
that
can't help
exchange.
myself.
Yeah, but it was just really interesting for him to be like, yeah, you can see everything. And I was like, it's kind of freaky to be able to see everything too, because like anything around you, you do notice. But like we have the biggest predator in the ocean and we can't see a foot in front of us.
My heart is racing right now because I'm thinking about whales and how big they are. Like
Huge.
that. So much anxiety. Imagine it on land.
Yeah.
I
Imagine
know.
if the lobster was that big.
No, that would
No.
freak me out. You know what freaks me out? Octopuses.
They
Oh, because
Octopi.
they
They're creepy.
they can walk, they can climb.
Yeah, I don't like
They're
it.
very
Unless
social.
it's a cartoon, I don't want to see it.
There's that. What was that documentary? Like My Octopus something or other?
Teacher or something.
Yeah,
What
something
was-
like that. Guy
I'm like, I don't know.
Developed like
I
a
don't know,
relationship
but I don't
with an
like them.
octopus,
And
but-
now there's like some new little thing that's like showing up in my feed where it feeds on the sun like a plant, but it looks like a little baby ravioli. And it's like this tiny slug that lives in the sea or something. And I'm just like, all these creatures be creeping me out.
Yeah, the ocean's kind of terrifying, honestly.
Agreed.
But with all of that said, it is the summer. We're all going to go in the ocean at some point. And you get lobsters out of them, and the lobsters are fantastic. So, also, if you have a favorite lobster place or where you think the best lobster roll is, you should leave it down in the comments. Maybe we'll go check it out and talk about it on another episode.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
Don't forget to hit that like button.
Smash that like button.